too hot for this. Hey everyone, it's Ajinx and I'm back with another video for you guys. In this video I'm going to be discussing some serious topics that have happened recently in the fandom. JK, I'm just going to talk about my first furbowl because I'm not going to do that. My hair floofy? Yeah, there we go, I think. Right? So yeah, I'm going to talk about my first ever furry meet, which I don't think I briefly talked about, but I've never actually gone into detail of what happened. So my first fur meet was a furbowl. I think it was the 73rd annual furbowl in Rhode Island. They hold a furbowl every month, so they pretty much have one every month. Yeah, I don't think I need to say that. So I was 16, 17 when I started going to these. And I remember I was so terrified of actually going. I mean, my first ever furry meet was like a Zootopia screening, but I wouldn't really count that because all I did was see a movie with tons of furries around me, but I associated with absolutely no one. So here I am talking about my first actual furry meet. So this furbowl takes place maybe like 30 minutes away from my house. My parents were very, very worried about me going 30 minutes away. So before the bowl even happened and I decided to go to it, I originally lied to my parents. Now me, I'm not a big liar, but I know I was gonna be safe hopefully. So I decided I'm gonna do what every teenager does and do it. Why not? So I told them I was originally going to like a fundraiser at this bowling meet, and they were like, oh, okay, you want us to go with you? Quickly shot that down. No thanks, I'll go hang out with my friends. So they dropped me off, honest, terrified. 1, I lied to my parents. 2, I'm about to associate with furries for the first time in my life. Almost backed out, but I didn't. So happy I didn't. That would have been the biggest regret I ever did. Oh god, I'm wearing a onesie and a fursuit. This is... So yeah, I go, they drop me off. Everything's going good so far. I'm wearing a nice pair of jeans, t-shirt. I mean, I'm not really trying to dress too well after all, meeting furries. But I know I wanted to look presentable at least. So I kind of walk in and I look around, don't really see anything. So I remember the month before, I actually planned a visit to go see the previous bowling meet with my parents because I wanted to see what was actually there. So I just told them like, hey, you guys want to go bowling today? Begged them to go. They kind of found it weird, but they went along with it. So we go bowling. This is months before, by the way. So we go bowling. I scout the place out. I see people with tails. I'm like, that's terrifying. I'm not doing that. Here I am a month later committing to it. So I walk in, go to the left of like the building, and just go all the way to the end of the hall. Or like the bowling hall, I mean. And from there, oh, God, I was so scared. Really, from there, it was just like 3 people. Haha, I got it right. So yeah, 3 people, and they were all kind of older than me by a lot. But one of them, Cirrus, who like pretty much runs every single furry meet. I mean, he is a god. I don't know how he does it. Cirrus, if you're watching this, you're an incredible guy. I give you so much credit for running every single meet that we do. So yeah, he's really the first person I meet. So I go there, he like checks me in, just like gets my information. That sounds sketchy, but I promise it's just for like liability stuff. I just kind of sit and wait, hoping more people show up. Well, minute by minute, more people show, and then more, and then more, and then fursuiters started showing up, and I was scared, man. God, that... 1, I was like one of the youngest people there. 2, I don't know. It was just scary, alright? I mean, if you guys have ever been to a furry meet before, for your first one, there's going to be some anxiety in there. And if you haven't gone yet, you're probably just as anxious as I was. So thankfully, as more people start showing up, I'm kind of just in the corner, like, sitting down, kind of looking around, like, taking pictures. And Cirrus introduces me to my friend Katie. Hi, Katie. I think you're watching this, possibly. And she starts showing me around, like introducing me to people. And me, I decided to bowl at this meet because, you know, it's a bowling meet. I expected people to do it. So I couldn't really do too much because there was only like 6 people bowling out of like the 40 that went, which I was really surprised about. So if you go to a bowling meet, I prefer not to bowl, which is kind of weird, but that's how you socialize more. So like pretty much every time I bowl, I go up, say hi to her, she'd introduce me to someone, go back down, bowl, introduce me to someone else, just rinse and repeat. So I couldn't really do much because I had to, bowl and, do what I paid like $7-8 for. I know it was actually pretty cheap, which I was surprised about. So by the end of the night, I meet like a cool Nick Wild fursuiter. He's a pretty cool guy. Yeah, pretty much all night I've been bowling with this Nick Wild fursuiter, and he completely destroys me, even though he's in a full suit, bowling with hand paws. Yeah, I got like a 90 too, so I don't know. He was just an awesome bowler, but anyway, that's not really the moral of the story. So after bowling for like maybe an hour, hour and a half, things are starting to kind of die down a little bit. Some people are leaving. Most people are just kind of like messing around in the fursuit. Whoa, that's not a good sentence. Most people are just kind of like just chilling out in like the suiting area or non-suiting area where you can like take off suits and everything. So people are playing cards, just like talking. And again, I've really only like introduced myself to people. I haven't actually talked to people because I've spent all night bowling. So once again, I'm kind of there just like, oh yay, I went to this. This is kind of fun, but I'm kind of bored. I mean, I'm doing really nothing. And once again, Sirius comes to my aid and starts helping me out with people. And I get more involved with like actually talking to people. So right off the bat, my friend Katie takes me like under her wing, starts introducing me to her friends once again. So here I am just listening, talking, having a good time. And before I know it, it's like everyone's leaving. So, we say our goodbyes, things like that. And I was like, alright, I had a good time. I remembered a few names, but I don't know. I have to go again to actually have like more of a good time to talk. After this ends, say goodbye to everyone. I leave. I have to get a picture with a fursuiter because I have to. Turns out later the picture I took with the fursuiter, she is my cousin, which I never would have found unless I had joined the fandom. So, hi Jordan. So yeah, I finally get to my parents' car. They're like, oh, how was the fundraiser? I'm like, oh, what? Oh, yeah, the fundraiser, of course. It was good. I didn't really hang out with them though. They were kind of like other people I hung out with. Again, being parents, they got kind of concerned, so I showed them a few pictures I took through the night, and they were like, oh, well, you had a good time, right? I was like, oh yeah, I had a good time. They're like, oh, okay, that's all that matters. Do you know how many problems in the world would be okay if people thought that way? But, yeah, I don't know, humans are disgusting. Anyway, continue. So yeah, the next month rolls by, I tell my parents like, hey, I made a few friends in the group, they kind of invited me back, do you mind if I go? They're like, oh, sure, take the car. Wow, my parents didn't let me go into Walmart until I was like 16 by myself. Now I'm going to, like, yeah, I don't know, that's a weird ideology. I went to Australia alone before I went into a Walmart by myself. Fun facts. Yeah. Oh, story for next week. Anyway. So yeah, I go back the next month. I feel like, did I tell the story already? Nah, I don't think I did. I hope not anyway, because Bowl 2 comes by. And this is the 74th one. This is right before the 75th and why am I doing quotations all the time? This is right before the 75th annual Fur Bowl, which is a huge, huge bowl. But again, not the story I'm going to. So at this second bowl, I decided not to bowl so I can actually talk with people. And that was the best decision I ever could have made. Yeah, I was able to talk to so many more people. I played Cards Against Humanity with furries, which went exactly as you would expect. Now I started talking to my friend who actually later becomes my best friend currently right now. So, yay. That's how life turns out, I guess. So yeah, now that I can actually talk to people, I had much better time, really. This is more of like tips more than an actual story because I suck at storytelling, which I'm surprised about. But yeah, that's really, I don't know what I'm trying to build off. But yeah, so now I'm talking to people, making friends, getting Instagrams and Twitters because Facebook is kind of irrelevant now. But yeah, so I pretty much hung out with like my main group of friends that I hang out with now. So even one of them even made this little, not handkerchief, scarf? Handkerchief? I forgot what this is called. But yeah, my best friend made this. Hi, best friend. Anyway, that's embarrassing. To continue. Anyway, so once I made like the first leap into the community, I was able to get so much more involved. I mean, I have been to like 4 or 5 furbowls now. I'm going to my first convention for POC next month. Say hi if you see me there. Or even message me on Telegram so we can meet up. Anyway, that's going to be at the end of the video. So I've been to 6 Flags with these guys. I have been to bonfires. Crash. I've been to bonfires, cookouts, barbecues, and all because I wanted to do something. I didn't want to think, oh, what if I go to an event? What if I don't go to an event? Yeah, I really just decided, well, if it works out, awesome. If it doesn't work out, well, I tried. That's the moral of the story. I found one. Never be afraid to do something. You could be dead in 5 minutes. That's 4 minutes. That's still a dark thing to say. I probably shouldn't say that, but I'm going to. You could be dead in 5 minutes. So, why be afraid to do something in the present? You have... what's a good example? I should probably scrap this. But yeah, something could go wrong at any minute. You can get in like a car accident in the next time you go outside. So, why be afraid to do any other actions? Oh, you have a crush on a person? Well, it could go bad, it could go right. Just go for it. You never want to know what if. Oh, you want to ask for a raise? Great. Try it. You might get a raise. Worst thing that happens, you don't get it. You can't get fired for asking for a raise. I don't know. I'm kind of reaching for straws at this point from a little story, but I don't know. I try to make a moral out of these videos. I haven't done this in like 3 weeks, as you can tell. Yeah, I haven't made like a video in like 3 weeks because like Spider-Man came out. Yeah, I've been playing Spider-Man for the past like 3 weeks, so that's where my time has been. Oh yeah, and college classes, that too. That I just got into, which sucks, but oh well, that's life. Oh god. But really, that's like my first ever furry thing I went to. I mean, really, I'm just trying to promote like good things happen in the fandom. It's not just all horror stories. So hopefully one of you guys see this video and it's like, oh, I want to try going to my first fur meet now, because if Ajinx could have a good time, maybe I could have a good time. Yeah, and like I said, becoming more involved with the furry community has been one of the best decisions I ever could have done. I mean, before I was always kind of like a loner, didn't really do much. I hated school, like despised it, because I was always really more mature than like the high school kids, and they were just eh. So now that I got more involved with like more mature people, I'm saying more mature people as I'm in like a dog costume and a Stitch onesie. That's depressing. But yeah, as I start hanging out with these people, life got so much better for me, man. Like I said, I have a best friend now. I have plans every week to do stuff. I have plans to go to stuff in the future. I mean, life is just doing good. My bank account is broke because of fur stuff, but yeah, I don't know. It's totally worth it. And even then, you don't need money to be a furry. Just a ride, transportation, and that's really all you need. You just need to get from A to B, which I know is harder for some people more than others, but that's the first step into really getting in the community. Getting from one place to the other. That's a good note to end on. I'm going to leave it there. Anyway, if you like this little, like, nonchalant story, that's not even the right word. But if you like this last... I can't think of anything. Well, if you like this kind of crazy rambling story, feel free to give me a thumbs up, a like, a comment in the box below, and subscribe. Yeah, like I said, guys, I'm sorry for not posting stuff in the past few weeks. Between like college classes and Spider-Man, I'm an adult. How is this a thing? I've just been way too busy. So again, I want to make this more of a fun hobby thing than a crap, I need to get this done. So I hope you guys understand that. Anyway, If you want to hear more, let me know. If you want to hear more stories or ask this question, really do it down below or on my Instagram or Telegram, which will be in the description because I cannot remember them off the top of my head. Anyway, I hope you guys have a good week. I'll be back in the future, most likely next week, but I said that 3 weeks ago, so I'll be back in the future. So, yeah, I don't know. Be kind to one another, guys. Bye. I just totally ripped off Ellen for an ending. Okay, I'm good with that. Bye. Oh, God, I'm hot.
Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face, tell me that you love me.